we're at that point in the trip where we're heading home. Not just, in the days, but literally, geographically, we're headed home. I mean, we've covered Kenyan, gone all the way around towards Kitale, Eldoret, now back towards Kisumu. We're not far from the Masai Mara, where we'll be headed tomorrow. Today we're working in Kisumu all day, where Dan and Kathleen have had an established work along with the Agape Children's Ministry, where over 2,000 children have been rescued off the streets of Kisumu. These are kids who are addicted to glue. They're living in abject poverty, and they literally are treated as animals on the streets. And this ministry comes in, and what they do is they first of all rescue them, they rehabilitate them, and then they reintegrate them to their families. It's an astonishing work, and I've just been mind blown while I've been here. But I thought about what it's like when we make that turning point, when we're at the front of an adventure and we've got all our clean clothes packed, assuming our suitcases are going to get there. We've got everything. We've got the entire adventure out ahead of us. And then we're at that spot where there's 2 or 3 days left, and our minds start to turn towards home. No matter what you do. I mean, you're starting to think about responsibilities of home. You're starting to think about where you'll land. You're starting to think about how you'll get there. You're starting to think about just the normal things of life. And I realize the stuff that I miss when I travel. And besides, obviously, Debbie and the kids and the church family, I think most of us, I know me, the thing that I miss when I travel, it's routine. I'm used to my routine. I'm used to what I do when I wake up. I'm used to what I do when I get going. I'm used to where I go. I'm used to where my coffee is in the morning, where my coffee is at the office. I'm used to what my eating routine is. I put on some pants this morning that I hadn't worn yet, my last clean pair of pants, and they were a little bit snug, and I thought to myself, boy, Eric, you've been eating junk. I'm just being able to eat, in the way you're normally eating instead of whatever is around you and then putting it in your body and making an excuse for it because you're on the road. All of those things. So I confess there's part of me that really looks forward to getting home. I mean, simple things like Wi-Fi, where I've got yesterday's video that I haven't uploaded yet because I haven't had a good enough connection, and this video, which I don't think I'll be able to upload. I'm not sure unless we find someplace, unless I find a good enough connection to upload it. And then I think about things like the routine of the comfort of knowing I'm with the people I love, knowing I'm surrounded by them. But this adventure's been incredible. Yesterday with Toby Tanzer at Shoe for Africa's Children's Hospital, where they treat 440 children from all across Eastern Africa every single day. Not every single year, but every single day. 440 children. I tried to do my math in the head to try to think what the budget of this great big place must be. It cost $15 million to build. But I was thinking the annual budget, I thought at bare minimum, they've got a staff of over 1,000 people. I thought at bare minimum, it has to be at least $5.2 million. My head's kind of good at doing those kind of numbers. I mean, I'm guessing between $5.2 and $7.5 million. I didn't ask Toby. I could have, and he would have told me. And I'm sure it's on his website. And I would recommend you go see it out. And I'm going to post a little interview I did with Toby yesterday so you can see it later on. He's just an astonishing man who gave his time generously to us. He was on the board of the New York City Marathon. He's a championship runner in every single right. He knows everybody in Kenya, has lived in Kenya forever, trained with all the Kenyan runners all the way since the 90s, and amazing. And Kathleen and Dan have just day after day opened up their hearts with the connections they've made here in Kenya to each one of us and shared them and shown us the vision they have for helping and extending hope to those who are hurting. So thank you, Kathleen and Dan, first of all. What an incredible adventure. Thank you for inviting us to come along on this. And then just all of it. And yet even still, it gets to this spot where I'm guessing it's kind of like last Sunday. I preached way too long last Sunday. literally at one point I said, have I gone over my time? And a whole row of people said, over, over. Unfortunately for them, I didn't hear them, but my nephew did, and he went out of his way to make sure to say it. And ever since I tell a long story, he'll start saying, over, Uncle Eric, over. Which I'm probably over in this video as well right now. But even still, with the miracles, with the amazement, with the adventure, with the, I mean, literally, you could lift up your roots wherever you're at in the world today, and you could come here to Kenya and you could spend the rest of your life, kind of like Toby has, just giving it to this, and have a remarkable life, serving and loving and sharing in incredible ways. And at the end of the day, know that, yeah, you've done something well. But even still, that routine calls us. The routine that we built where we are, because the routine for Siempre para los Niños, the routine for Central Community, for Jackets for Jesus. My mind's already been on the Thanksgiving dinner. It's July. It's where my mind goes in July. All of those things call us back, not to mention our families and those we love, and just home. There's something that beckons us when we're far away about home. But this morning I'm listening to the birds. I'm thinking of so many of you, starting my day in prayer and just celebrating being here on the shores of Lake Victoria. As this guy comes along here getting ready to sweep the sidewalk and wonders what he's going to do with this old Mzungu who's standing in his way. Have a fantastic day. God bless you. Thanks so much for everything you do. I want you to know that you shouldn't live your life just sequestered in your routine. To be the miracle, you need to break that routine occasionally. Step out, get uncomfortable, go where you're not familiar, and just learn about the remarkable things that other people are doing. Because God created you to be remarkable. God made you to be the miracle. God bless you. Have a fantastic day.